Nice cup of tea?
Oh, it's a really good cup of tea. I've just realised I haven't actually had tea in this mug before.
That's very strange for you.
It is. Well, it just kind of stays up here, doesn't it? We just have some water in when we run the show. But it might be the best tea I've ever had.
Really?
Purely based on the mug.
Yeah, okay. Welcome, Jacko, one and all, to another episode of Fine Leg to Full Forward. How are we doing, Critch?
I am very well, mate. How you going?
Good. Nice tea.
Got my tea. I feel bloody invincible today.
Yeah. First tea of the day? Nah, second, third. What is the most? How do I phrase this?
The most I've ever had in a day.
Yeah.
So when I was living with my brother, we wanted to see the most we could do in a day.
You actually, you made it an actual thing.
We tried to do it on 2 separate occasions.
Okay.
And the most we got to was 7.
7 teas in a day?
Yeah.
My
like
goodness.
the English breakfast, splash of milk, 1 sugar.
Yeah.
Like the correct way to have tea. And I got so fucking jittery by the end of it.
Yeah, because tea has the same amount, if not more, caffeine than coffee, right?
Does it?
I've heard it's got heaps of caffeine in it.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I'm sure you can get tea that doesn't have caffeine in it.
Yeah,
but
probably. Decaf.
Decaf tea.
Decaf?
Decaf.
We'll work on it. We'll workshop that. We'll let you know what we come up with. I just don't like the taste of coffee.
Oh, you don't mind it? You don't mind a dirty chai? You coffee connoisseur?
Oh, dirty chai. Oh, but the thing is, the only time I really, really like a dirty chai is from the coffee machine at work. Okay. And everyone in the office seems to tell me that it's not real coffee.
Right. That's your go-to when someone wants a coffee catch-up. You go, I'll grab a dirty chai.
Yeah. Or, no, just more often than not, just have tea.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, actually, my go-to at work is only a dirty chai when they haven't put new milk in the fridge and the milk's gone off.
Ah.
So I'm just like, I'll just go down, get a dirty chai because it's all still there.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, I have a question for you, actually.
Okay.
So if people might remember from an episode we did a few weeks back, I don't remember when it was. Yeah. We mentioned about vending machines.
Yes.
And you since then have started your own vending machine business.
I didn't think we were going to bring this up on air. But
well, okay. So the reason he's done it is because people excuse me, people might not be aware that just how profitable they are.
Yeah.
Because obviously all over the news 7 days a week is how hard it is to break into the housing market.
Correct.
But if you buy a vending machine,
yes, you
can then sell that to buy a house, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
You can then sell that house to buy more vending machines, so you can sell them to buy a house.
Yes. And people don't really think that through, I don't think.
Not at all.
Which is what, when we brought it up a few weeks ago, we were it was a bit of a, I don't know, it's not an inside joke. We just we have a mutual understanding of vending machines, I think.
A mutual understanding of life not being that hard.
Yeah.
If you have access to vending machines.
Yeah. You know where that came from? That inspiration, it was from Japan.
Japan. Oh, they have some funky vending machines in Japan, don't they?
I swear you can buy literally anything from a vending machine in Japan.
Can you buy a vending machine?
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's I don't know. You're probably little cute toy versions of vending machines within a vending machine. I can definitely say that being a thing. Although I can't confirm if I've seen it or not because I've never been to Japan.
Have you not been to Japan?
I've never been.
Yeah, me neither. But I mean, we have experienced it.
Yeah,
in a way, right? No.
Yeah. Is it weird that I do this quite? You've joined me a couple of times.
This isn't as weird as it's going to sound when he eventually gets the sentence out, guys.
I watch YouTube videos of people walking through the streets of Japan, like Kyoto, Tokyo, and stuff like that. And it's just very, I don't know, calming. It's it's just nice.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, no, you're right. I have joined you a couple of times, and it's good to have on in the background. It is quite, it's relaxing and quite soothing in a weird way.
Yeah. plenty of vending machines.
Yeah, we have walked past plenty. Well, not we have, but I mean, someone has.
Someone else.
We've watched someone walk past them.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking about going for like, I swear, for like the last 5-6 years. But,
yeah, I reckon we have.
See if that actually happens.
Yeah, we'll have to record an episode from there once.
Oh, geez, can you imagine?
Flitiff International.
Flitiff International. Let's run it back.
Long-term fans of the show will obviously no doubt know that we tackle the big issues week in and week out.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
And we are a cricket podcast, aren't we?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with that in mind, I'm going to spin a bit of a yarn, if that's all right.
Okay.
That's all right.
Okay.
So before we were housemates, right, stay with us on this, guys. Before we were housemates, right, we had obviously our own sets of like utensils, like our own cutlery and all other sorts of kitchen utensils, right?
Yeah.
And since we've been living together, and something that we've really noticed this week, it's really, really come to a head this week, is our kitchen drawers. They've been bloody packed to the rafters, haven't they, mate?
Yes, they have. There's one section in particular. I think we call it the. We don't really have a name for it. It's kind of just miscellaneous.
Yeah,
it's just. I guess we'll put some knives there. We'll put some spatulas there. We'll put some, and it just kind of piles up.
Yeah, no. If we were to put like labels on the outside of drawers or cupboards, that one would definitely have miscellaneous on it. On there. We've obviously got we've essentially got 2 households worth of utensils, right? And there's plenty that have they're mismatched.
Yeah,
and this isn't like an uncommon. We're not saying that this is a problem that's completely unique to us. Like, obviously, people who've been living separately and then moving together, like there's going to be shit like that. That's just like, oh, we got so. Why do we have all this?
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's the mismatched part that's really sort of become obvious, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like sometimes it could be handy, like having 2 washing machines.
Yep. So that when one breaks, you can just bring the other one upstairs. Yeah. I mean, even that was an ordeal.
That was a bit of an ordeal. But yeah, sometimes I remember. I don't know if we talked about it when we first moved in, but it's like we can have 2 of those. Like we can have 2 of those. It's good to have a backup. We don't need 2 of those.
Yeah.
We don't need 2 of those. Yeah. It's a bit
we've kind of got 3 sets of knives. And none of them are complete sets anymore.
No,
like we've got tongs where the end bits, what are like the pinchy bits? They're different colors, like the bits that actually like grab to pick up.
Oh, the grabby bits.
Yeah, so it's all mismatched. You get the idea.
Yeah.
So going from it's a stretch, but it's certainly not the biggest stretch we've ever done on the show.
I do love a stretch.
Going from mismatched utensils to mismatch equipment. I can't say mismatched. There you go. Mismatched. So what we're thinking is utensils in a cricket sense. Now, what would you call utensils in a cricket sense? Probably like
equipment.
Gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
equipment.
I'm going to start calling it utensils, I reckon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if that's all right with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's fine with me.
You're pretty non-phased about most things.
I am pretty blasé about most things. Yes.
So what we're going to do this week is what we've landed on is we're going to talk about cricket gear that would work as different cricket gear.
Mismatched.
Yeah. So it's like, it's doing its job, but that's probably not what its job is supposed to be.
Yeah, but it can still it'll still complete the function that it needs to. Yeah, more or less.
Not the function that it needs to, but the function that you need it to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with this in mind, we're going to pick think of anything that's available in your cricket bag or that you'd find around the cricket ground.
At a ground. Yeah.
I don't know if we've probably explained that as well as we could have, but did you want to go first, and maybe this will kind of.
I think more
for the listener.
with each example. I think it'll click more and more. So I'll start. Finish your tea.
Sorry, I finished it. Man, it was a good tea.
It was good?
Yeah, it'll click more and more as to how fucked up our minds work.
Oh, I think if that hasn't clicked already, I think that's it.
I mean, yeah.
That's on you. So first example, right? a cricket bat, right? Say you don't have a cricket bat.
What would you use instead of a bat?
What else would you use in your cricket bag or at a ground, something instead of a cricket bat, right? You could use a scorer's table.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably made out of wood.
Yep. More often than not, yeah.
More often than not. I guess scorer's tables probably come in different shapes and sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably wouldn't want to get one that's too heavy.
No, that's fair. Yep.
I know the one down at Berwick Field's pretty tough to sort of lift on your own.
Yep. But like wide enough to maybe hit the middle.
Yeah. You definitely have a middle.
Well, you do well to
not. Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's probably the width of the pitch, so you kind of
it'd be close. Yeah, the one at Bezifield.
Yeah,
it'd be very close.
Yeah, the only thing is just sort of the backlift might be a bit. I think. Yeah,
I might be able to solve that problem for you then. Is
okay.
An alternative bat.
Right. Okay. So I like how we started with the scorer's table. What's next?
I feel like I'm going to go the other way.
Okay.
A stump. A stump, right?
Yeah.
Because you've got the three at each end, and more often than not, there's a couple left over.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair.
Yep.
You kind of have no choice but to get your eye in.
Yeah.
To score runs.
The Don,
exactly right. And you've got the you go there.
The Don,
the man himself. Do you still have that eye in bat? Like
I think
the real
it's
skinny one
somewhere like under the bed or it's somewhere.
That's right. I'd keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even go one step further, and if you want to use just the bail, you do really well. Like your eye would have to really be into.
Would you attach the bail to like a longer stick or something, or would it just be the bail itself?
Dealer's choice, I reckon.
Okay. Because I feel like you'd want a bit of words.
It's emotion. Yeah. We'll see that one on the pod page, I reckon, sooner rather than later. Yeah. No, dealer's choice. Well, okay. Is there anything else we could use then?
Well, more often than not, we're playing at footy ovals.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they don't take down the goalpost. Sometimes they do take them down and they sort of have them lying down on the edge of the ground.
Yeah.
So you just grab a goalpost.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably pretty wide.
Yeah, it would be.
Again, it might be a bit heavy.
No, well, if you use the behind post, that's going to be smaller.
Yeah, true. You got to think about being, but you got to be reasonable with this sort of stuff. Yeah.
Excuse me. This episode is very reminiscent of the Brovid-19 episode, where it was like we're helping the public out with this information.
I don't think that's an episode specific thing. I think that's just week in, week out. We're kind of
good point. Very good point.
Kind of just being helpful.
So, if you don't have a cricket bat, you've got some options there.
You do. You do now.
Now you're wondering, fuck, what if I don't have pads? What am I going to use instead of pads?
Yeah.
All right? Hear me out. So, this is a separate scenario, right? So, scenario one, you didn't have a bat.
Yeah.
Right? Now you don't have pads. The good thing is, you've got two bats.
Two bats?
What you're going to do is you're going to strap the bats to your leg. Sorry, two extra bats so you can still use a bat normally.
So you need three bats.
You need three bats.
Yeah.
You need three bats.
Otherwise
we've got enough around this house. I reckon we could do this, I reckon.
I think so.
Absolutely.
Too. Yeah.
And probably not batting together, though. We need six bats. I don't think we have six bats around the house.
Probably not.
No. We've gone too far with that.
So, wait, you strap
bats to the front of your legs, right?
Uh-huh.
And the genius of this is anything that would have hit you on the pad
yes,
it's now hit the bat. So you can't get out LBW. Because it's hit the bat.
You can't get out LBW.
It's hit the bat.
Technically it has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you'd just be kicking, like you'd literally kick the ball?
No, you still have the bat in hand normally.
Okay.
It'd just be, you just got them there as a backup.
Okay, so you'd stand like covering the stumps.
Yeah.
With your bats on.
With your bats on, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I reckon that's pretty genius.
That's pretty genius. I'm not sure if the other team would like that.
I feel like there's one way to find out.
Yeah. I feel like that might be a bit controversial. I feel like there might be a bit of tribunal action coming.
Yeah, we do controversy pretty well.
Yeah.
On this show and at Pels.
Yeah. You could taking it one step further, if cricket bats aren't wide enough, you want a bit more coverage, then you could strap 2 cricket bags to your legs.
That screams of like agility.
Yeah.
Mobility.
Yeah. I mean, you probably couldn't run, like no quick singles.
Probably
but
not.
Just stand and deliver.
True.
Like you're injured or something.
Yeah.
You probably would be injured by the end of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would.
You'd be injured by putting them on.
Putting them on, yeah.
Before you get out there. All right, okay. What else?
You don't have a thigh pad.
Oh, fuck, what a disaster.
Yeah.
What a disaster.
And, the opposition's got the opening bowler's just come back on, right? And we're about to go out. No thigh pad to the opening bowler, right? What else is there, right? There's a scorebook.
A scorebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it kind of, you can kind of, like, it's kind of flexible, so you can kind of bend it.
Yeah, you better wrap around your leg.
You wrap it around so it fits nicely, You'd need to, I don't know if you duct tape it or you'd
need a little something. You need a bit of help with it, wouldn't you?
Something, but I feel like that's actually quite practical.
The worst part is that's probably the most sensible one yet.
Yeah.
Using a scorebook as a thigh pad.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny as.
Yeah. But, it would fit nicely, and I think it would, you never know. But, although you probably couldn't score, because if you're using that as a thigh pad, then no one can score.
More and more teams are using the iPads. Use an iPad as a thigh pad.
Jesus, iPads.
All right. Speaking of sensible.
Oh, yes.
All right. What are you going to do if you don't have a box?
Oh, gosh.
Now, this is super, super important.
It is.
One of the Pels boys last year.
My goodness.
Nearly died. He didn't nearly die, but damaged the box, and it was in a bad way for a couple of weeks.
Yep.
So you need a box.
You do.
You need a box.
You do.
Now, I've got 2 options for you. We've gone very, very different ways with both of these options. You could either try and I hate that I'm about to say this. You could either try and like put a water bottle down your pants and kind of like try and put everything in a water bottle, like one of the not like a plastic bottle. It's like, I feel like you're not going to say anything, so I'm going to keep digging. Like that water bottle there. You see, obviously not one like that. I'm thinking like a plastic one, like a reusable one.
Okay. Go on.
So you could do that. You could use that.
Would you open the top?
Yeah, you'd obviously open the fucking top. Yeah.
Then
turn it. Hold on.
So
stop looking at that bottle, not that bottle.
Okay.
Right, I'm thinking like a brand one, like an Adidas or a Nike one or a Puma one. How there's like the lid.
Okay, so it's quite
the top is wide.
The top is wide. Okay, yes.
Okay. I don't think that little of myself. So you could either, okay, it doesn't sound like you like that idea.
No.
Okay.
I don't.
No. I'm bringing 2 options to you.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yep.
Right?
Go on.
So if you don't like the water bottle idea, what you could do is bring an extra pair of pants to put down your pants. Just like you'd have to like fold it in a way so that there's enough cushioning.
Oh, so just like you just have a massive sort of bulge.
Yeah, I mean,
around this.
People would look at you and go, "Fuck, he really likes cricket, and he's doing really well for himself."
He really wants to be here right now. Yeah. Really wants to be here right now.
So they're my 2 options.
I like it.
I'm not putting it on you to decide.
Okay. Well, I don't mind the No, I was just
stop looking at that.
It's a very small bottle.
I know. I'm not on about that bottle. I've got something in mind. Like it's like the top's like, the ones that are like that wide.
Yeah. No, I thought maybe would you because like it's gonna stick. It's pretty big. It's gonna stick out. Do you want to like cut it? Remember how like this is a throwback. Remember like early days when we were used to record the pod. You would like. You cut like a bottle in half.
Yeah, I did.
And you put that as like, was it like a mic stand?
Yeah.
Like you like...
Yeah. I did. So you'd kind of use the other half of that.
Yeah, the other half. Yeah. And you'd put that over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was scared that we were going to spend too long on this one.
Okay.
And yeah, we've kind of done that.
Yeah,
we kind of have done that.
All right. Moving on. Batting gloves, right?
Yeah.
You don't have batting gloves.
Okay. What's your solution?
wicket keeping gloves.
Yeah, nice.
You got to be sensible about this sort of stuff. So,
but what about like the webbing bit? Like
the webbing?
No, you should be able to.
You should still be able to wrap it around.
Yeah, true.
It should be fine. If anything, maybe it might help your technique a bit.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because you don't want to grip the bat too tightly.
That's a good point. The
webbing might actually help. It's kind of like the I'm talking shit here. I'm not sure if that's evident, but gilly in the squash ball.
Yeah.
So it kind of loosens it a bit.
Hold on, you can't say talking shit and then mention the most sensible thing of the episode.
Yeah.
But what about there's no real protection on this side of the gloves, is there? Like where your knuckles are?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, true.
So you can do some damage if you get hit there.
Yeah. Why don't you? You could put. So in this scenario, we have everything else apart from batting gloves.
Yeah.
So you could put a couple of boxes on the outside of your hands.
Right. Okay.
Fit your knuckles just to cover that up.
And strap it to your hand.
Yeah, like duct tape or whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That way. I don't know if you'd do that in a combination with wicket-keeping gloves. So if you got wicket-keeping gloves on.
Yeah, okay.
And then you put a box on top and then strap it to the wicket-keeping glove.
I feel like you wouldn't really have much freedom of movement. To play some shots.
Maybe you have to pick.
Yeah, one or the other.
Wicket-keeping gloves or two boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a high-quality episode.
It is, yeah.
What if you're a keeper and you don't have wicket-keeping gloves?
That's a
disaster.
That is a disaster, isn't it?
Use batting gloves. Use batting gloves.
Yeah.
This scenario, you've got the batting gloves.
You've got 10 pairs of batting gloves.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
So just yeah. Were they? I don't know. Were they hurt? I've never.
Probably. Or maybe you get a couple of boxes then, and you just put them in your hand, and so it's like scooping out, kind of like I'm getting lacrosse vibes.
You turn the boxes inside out.
Yeah.
That's actually, and then you cup it when the ball comes.
Yeah.
Nice little cup.
Thank you for the sound effect there, and I appreciate that.
Just to make it clear that that's what's going on. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Now,
helmet. Talk to me.
Helmet is a very important thing.
Absolutely, right? It is.
Look, you're at the game. You don't have a helmet. You can use a combination, right? Combination of a chest guard and a number of arm guards.
Yeah. Okay. So you'd put the chest guard would go on the top, and then you just have a couple of arm guards each side of your face coming down.
Yeah, kind of. So I feel like lots of this sort of involves strapping in some shape or form.
We might have to get the
bit of duct tape, bit of something.
I was going to say that the Pels need a tape sponsor.
Yeah. But so chest guard on top.
Yep.
And then arm guards sort of either side, kind of like
okay.
Do you remember that Libra ad from ages ago? Where that bloke's got
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, that's a good call. And then would you kind of have one on your chin though, wouldn't you? You'd kind of have to have.
You'd have some. Yeah, you need to have something. Maybe just your whole face except for your eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be hard to breathe, but
yeah. Just no quick singles.
Yeah. Yeah. No quick singles. Stand and deliver. So getting forward now.
After whatever the hell that was.
Yes. What in this room would you use as cricket equipment?
Right. Okay.
This is almost like a bit of an insight into the room.
It is a little bit. So for those watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see over Ashwin's shoulder, there's a cricket bat in the corner. Are we allowed to use that?
No.
Okay, we can't. Damn it. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think about how we can describe this in as much detail as possible for those not watching.
Yeah.
See, we've got some...
I would take the camera and just turn around, but I feel like they probably wouldn't want to see that.
it's not as glamorous as you think it might be on the other side of the camera.
Not,
yeah. It's a nightmare to get back in position as well.
Yeah.
I'm looking, so over in the opposite corner of the room to me, we've got some guitars.
Yep.
And I wouldn't want to use them. I
was going to say, I think we should use them.
My solution there is to not ask you the question back.
Oh, okay.
You might be able to see, this is for the viewers, there's a footy in this corner here right next to me.
Yeah.
And you can see there's a little something there that it's leaning on. Like it's like a different colour to the wall. You might be wondering, what the hell is that?
Yeah, it's there every week. What is it?
I will tell you what it is right now. It is a foam mattress.
It is.
We've got one here next to me, and we've got one in the opposite corner there.
Yep.
It doubles as spare beds for when we have people crash over.
Yep.
And as acoustic help for the room.
It actually does so much.
Yeah, it actually does.
Yeah. If anyone's thinking of starting up a podcast, acoustics are very important.
They are. Just on that statement as well. If anyone's thinking of starting a podcast, we are clearly the ones to turn to for advice. So, sorry, back on the mattresses.
Oh, yes.
I would use a foam mattress.
Okay.
As pads.
Would you have to cut it up?
I'm looking at it. See, I'm quite a tall man, but I'm probably not tall enough to have a single mattress
as a pad.
So I'm thinking, let me explain, mate. I'm thinking I'd cut it in half, like that way.
But then no one can sleep on it when they come over.
Well, I'd buy it. Well, you've asked me. I'm being practical.
Okay.
I'm being practical. What's in the room?
Yeah.
I'd cut it in half that way, and then I'd use one of that, like either the top half or the bottom half, and then I'd cut it in half the other way.
Okay.
And I'd use each of those as pads because I feel like they're thick enough. Because they're like foam mattresses.
They're definitely
they're thick enough to like absorb the being hit.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you cut it into fours, I guess you could put it back together and someone could sleep on it if they came over.
Yeah. See, the Pearls are being sponsored by a tape company now, so it's possible.
Yeah, we've got all the tape in the world. Endless tape.
And if you're looking to sponsor something else, I mean, if you are an employee of a tape company in the sponsorships department, for example, and you want to sponsor a humble podcast in need of some tape, reach out. Anyway, that's what I do.
The set next week, she's going to have like this duct tape to the wall because we keep talking about putting it up. Just tape everywhere.
Just tape everywhere. What would you use in this room? Sorry, I feel like I blabbered for far too long.
There is a lot of music equipment in this room.
There is a lot. You can't use my keyboard either.
I can't.
I mean, you can, but I'd rather you didn't.
Yep. It's a bit heavy. Yeah. Oh, geez. I kind of don't want to break any of my music equipment.
Could use, there's a non-fine length 4-forward cup there. You could use that as a box.
Yeah, true. As a box, yeah. Maybe I'd take the camera or one of the other cameras and use it as like a GoPro sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Just on the top.
Just on the top of the helmet. Yeah. I feel like that's pretty good cricket gear.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we went to after we went to the tribunal a couple of years ago, they deemed that we can't use GoPros on the ground.
So we're not allowed to at all?
Yeah, well, they didn't say anything about these big cameras.
There you go.
Just don't get hit.
Yeah, that's then we can't do the pod.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Switch on.
2 questions from me this week, mate. Pretty standard sort of proceedings.
Yep.
So, question 1. Mm-hmm. What is the most creative use for a cricket bat that you can think of?
Creative?
Yeah. I was trying to find a nice way to say random.
Yeah, okay.
Just be as bizarre as you want with it. You don't usually have a problem with being bizarre.
No, I don't.
No, so
I don't. Generally not. Yeah. So my mind goes to many places.
Yep. We knew that anyway.
Sorry, what was the question? Okay, so the first thing I'm thinking is, we're at home and we're talking about the inspiration for this episode was utensils and kitchen related. So I think having a cricket bat in the kitchen you could use as like like, for like when you're crushing stuff, like
like a mortar and pestle type vibe.
That's the word for it, mortar and pestle.
No, when you're crushing stuff.
Yeah, when you're crushing that thing. But also, it's not very creative. It's pretty pretty boring. So when I think creative, I think music, making music. Yeah. So I'd probably like, I don't know, whack it on something or like, do something like that and then sample the sound of it and then put that into a song.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. I feel like you were hung up on the word creative too much there, but no,
probably.
That's cool. That's cool. The reason I asked that question is because I saw a picture online of someone who'd converted a cricket bat into a guitar.
What?
Yeah. Which would be very cool.
How? Wait.
So, like, instead, like, okay, so the body of the guitar was a cricket bat, so it was quite thin.
Yes.
But, like, the neck and the head were all the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Nice. Good. Was it enough to tell that it was still a cricket bat, or was it like? Yeah. Did it still have the logo on it and everything?
Oh, man, Slazenger. yeah, absolutely. It was iconic.
Yeah,
iconic.
Nice.
When Slazenger and Fender combine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now, Slazenger are actually branching out into they're doing a bit of a Yamaha.
I was about to say, if Yamaha can do it with fucking music and bikes and what else? I feel like there's one more.
Boats.
Yeah, okay.
Bikes, boats.
All that. Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. Guitars, yeah.
Anyway, question 2. Which bit of cricket gear, or which cricket utensil, I should say, would be most beneficial if it was to be brought into the game of AFL? It's not only we're a cricket podcast, we're a footy podcast.
We are.
Talking about utensils.
We're both, yeah.
Big issues, mate.
When you say brought to the footy, am I going as a spectator to a game to watch, or am I going to play footy?
As a player. As a player.
Yeah. Okay. Footy, all I can think of is I need as much protection as possible.
Yep.
So, generally, I think like if I'm going to get hit, actually, what's my most injury-prone areas?
Your hammies, your back,
my back.
Yeah.
What can I bring from the game of cricket to help me with my back? Probably not much.
Yeah, it's probably not a whole lot,
There's not a whole lot, is there?
My first thought goes to a chest guard on your back.
Chest guard on my back, but I'm still going to pull something.
Yeah, you will.
But I guess any sort of protection, probably a chest guard, a few arm... Wait, I can only bring one?
Yeah, the most beneficial.
The most beneficial. Yeah. I'd say, something like a chest guard or something like that.
See, that's quite a responsible answer. That's quite a sensible answer. My mind went to imagine giving someone a don't argue with a cricket bat.
Wait. Where is the cricket bat in? So when you go instead of
you got the ball in one hand and you just whack.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. That's more than a don't argue. That's a.
Well, they're not arguing.
They won't have a chance to. No, they're not. I guess not. No.
Yeah. Well, they're my 2 for you this week, mate.
Okay. Okay. I've got 2 as well.
Right.
Actually, kind of similar. Not similar, but like, but same vibe.
On topic.
Yeah,
we like that.
Question mark. Let's say we were worried about our safety at home, right? And we needed some sort of weapon to defend ourselves with from intruders.
How'd they get in?
What?
Intruder window.
Oh, nice. Or probably because I've left the garage door open again for the whole day.
Good times.
Good times. What would be more effective as a form of protection or a weapon?
You didn't want to say weapon. I could tell you're avoiding using the word weapon.
Yeah. A cricket bat or a baseball bat?
Is it a metal baseball bat?
Yes. A metal baseball bat or a wooden cricket bat?
My first thought would be the cricket bat would be a bit wider.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I'd more chance of middling it. Going back to Going back to an earlier conversation.
But
I feel like the fact that the baseball bat's metal, that's probably going to clinch it for me.
So you think metal is stronger? Like it'll be more effective?
Look, I feel like either one.
It'll be more lightweight.
Fuck someone up.
Probably. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
It's quite a dark question from you.
No, I just thought,
What would you say?
Probably cricket bat. Just because
you hate Americans.
I just didn't say that. This question's inspired by Americans. I'm respecting. I'm my roots.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we mentioned that on the pod before?
What? That I was born
that you were born in America?
Maybe. I don't know. Born in Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. Anyway, question 2.
My bad.
It's all right. You're stranded out in the middle of the Simpson Desert, okay, with nothing but you and your cricket bag. What's the most important thing inside the cricket bag that you need?
Well, when we were out fielding, I put my phone in my cricket bag.
Okay.
Just call for help.
What if there's no reception, though?
Well, then I'm in strife, aren't I?
Yeah.
No, I've got it.
Okay.
A wide brim hat. I need that. I got sunburnt the other day walking to the pub.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, when we went down to...
No, when I went for lunch at work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How long were you out in the sun for?
Not long.
Yeah,
not
okay.
long, yeah.
How long? Yeah, wouldn't have thought the walk was very long.
Nope. Yeah, like, so a wide brim hat.
That would have been like a 10-minute walk. 10, 15-minute walk?
Yeah. And it's still quite sore.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That's...
This is I'm going into my first summer without any hair.
Oh.
So I've got a whole lot more sunscreen to get through this year.
That's very true.
Yeah.
There you go.
So no, wide brim hat. I was going to say maybe like Gatorade or Powerade or something.
Yeah.
Often got one in there.
Nah,
wide brim hat for sure. What would you say?
Sunnies. Sunnies. Yep.
You'd actually say sunnies?
Probably.
That's so funny.
I mean, like, I could say something basic like water or whatnot, like from your water bottle, but I feel like you would have already
used that as a box.
Use the water bottle as a box. So.
So if you're sitting there thinking, what the fuck was that I just listened to? Well, let me tell you, we are excited to announce a brand new segment.
My goodness.
Umpire's Call. Now, we've been teasing new segments for probably a lot longer than we should have been.
Yep.
Seems we finally pulled one out of our ass. But let me tell you all about Umpire's Call. Let me give you a bit of context. So, in both cricket and footy scenarios, there's scenarios where a decision is made or we arrive at an outcome after reviewing it, or, in our case, discussing it in a podcast sense.
Yep.
And the Umpire's Call really is the final word. So, Umpire's Call is a segment where we each produce a final statement on today's topic.
Are we going to get controversial?
Well, the more controversial, the better.
Wow. This is new territory for us.
Uncharted.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, did you have a statement prepared?
I have a statement prepared.
All right. Hit us up with the first Umpire's Call, mate.
Okay. All right. Boxes should be strapped on.
Boxes should be what?
Boxes should be strapped on.
Right, okay. I thought you said something else then. Jesus Christ. Maybe this segment isn't.
They should be strapped on. Think about it, right?
Yeah, okay.
Every time that we play cricket, quite often there'll be a handful of boys that just fill in like they've never played before. Right?
Yeah.
They're not going to have a box, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
They probably don't even have pads or gloves or anything, right? And the last thing you want is to borrow someone else's box.
Yeah.
You don't want to borrow someone else's box. And you can sort of put it outside your undies and this and that, but like it's going to wobble around and it's going to be uncomfortable, right? So boxes should just be something that you strap on.
No, I agree with you in a certain way.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you probably know this. Like, I have, like, shorts that I put on underneath my pants when I bat. And they've got a pouch for a thigh pad and they've got a pouch for a box.
Yes.
So, I mean...
Exactly.
You're able to just kind of wear the shorts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You need something that for every... I just keep thinking about the fill-ins, right? You got to think about the fill-ins.
Think about the fill-ins.
Yeah, because I wear my box just under.
Yeah.
Which is, when I think about it, it's actually probably the grossest thing.
Pretty gross.
That's like, it's actually so gross.
It's so unhygienic. Have you ever washed your box?
No.
Well,
it's actually like...
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
So gross.
You should probably get a new one.
I should get a strap. I should get a box that can be strapped on.
Thank you for adjusting your wording then. Thank you for not saying strap-on box.
You just said it.
No, I agree with that. It's okay, good.
Okay, what is your umpire's call?
My umpire's call is if a batter is actually talented enough, they'd be actually able to score runs with a stump as a bat, provided the bowling isn't quick enough to break the stump.
Okay.
So if you think about it, it's all about timing.
Yes.
You can still time the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
Right? And they're talented enough to have a pretty good eye to be able to kind of get stump on ball. So I'm not talking like hitting 6s and 4s.
Yeah.
Like scoring runs. Ticking the score over.
Yeah.
If there's enough talent there, they'll be able to do it.
You wouldn't be able to play any shots with a great deal of force, though, right? Because as soon as you try to play a big shot, it's gonna snap in half.
That's what I said. No 6s or 4s.
Oh, right.
That's what I meant. Just turning the
little leg glances and
leg glances,
leg cuts.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should just bat with a stump.
Give it a go, mate. It can't be any worse than usual.
Than usual.
Yeah.
You know what? It's actually like, I'm thinking about this as a bowler. If I'm bowling to someone that's batting using a stump, I'd actually be thrown off because, you know, you're taught to aim for the stumps. And now there's another stump there as well. And then you're just like, okay. And then you might just aim for the wrong stump. And then it's just gone straight into the middle of the stump.
Yep.
Their stump that they're using as a bat.
It'd just be like if you're a bowler and you're facing someone who's got bats strapped to their legs as pads, you'd be thrown off by that as well. Wouldn't you? Like, it's bizarre. Pulling up stumps on this episode. Another one ticked off.
Yep. New
segment as well. How'd you think that went?
Yeah, good. I think. I don't know. It felt pretty good. I'm trying to think of like if we can do it week in, week out with different episode ideas. If you can still apply the same sort of thing.
I reckon we'll be able to. I think that the more that we do it, the more we can feel comfortable being controversial.
Yeah, yeah. Look, it felt a bit weird today.
Yeah,
but. Maybe it's just a step in the right direction.
I think so. Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts. I haven't got anything more. I don't know anything on your chest you want to share with the group?
On my chest?
Is that not a saying? You get it off. You get it off your chest.
Get it off your chest.
Is there something on your chest? Is that not a saying? No, I'm downing it. I don't think it is.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
I don't really have too much on my chest at the moment.
See, that makes sense. That's just... Anyway, now I'm just downing everything. Don't mind me.
Another one in the books?
Yep.
Keep hitting 6s.